enlightenment, your spirituality, and how you want to experience the breakthrough, every aspect, ask Swamiji. Just message in AI, put to Swamiji and say, Swamiji, I want to manifest this. How can I do that? And Swamiji will himself guide you through the Ask Nityananda, the Nityananda GPT. And what Swamiji has revealed today in the satsang to all of us is a very, very powerful truth. Literally, Swamiji has given all of us the experience of understanding how we can manifest our superconscious breakthrough. And like Swamiji revealed today, enriching. Enriching is the best way that you can experience the superconscious breakthrough. And that happens with constantly you experiencing, working for your breakthrough in every aspect of your life. Start enriching, and it starts from now. Every one of you that just witnessed a darshan and received such amazing, powerful cognitions from Swamiji, take a few minutes now. In this space, with this spirit of enriching, Swamiji has just initiated us with such a powerful experience. And Swamiji also told we all can do the AI Madhukari Bhiksha, sharing the link to someone, and they will also send it to you through AI. You also share it with them, the Bhagavad Gita link, and enrich the world. You can start this right away. You don't even need to wait for enriching, because enriching is not something you need to do separately. When you connect to Swamiji, he flows through you, and naturally everything that you do will be enriching. Connect to Swamiji right now. I'm going to request each of you to remember any 4 people from your life. Any 4. It can be your immediate relatives, your friends, your family members, any 4 people, and call them. You're going to manifest this power of shifting someone's inner space. So basically, you're going to manifest, you're going to find out what is the reality that they want to manifest, what obstacle they have with that reality that they want to manifest, and you're going to scan, identify that, and give them a solution through Ask Nityananda. And right after that, gift them, share with them the Bhagavad Gita book. Are all of you understanding? Can I request each of you to post yes in the chat if you've understood? I request every one of you to sincerely do it now. Take a few minutes. The first 4 or 5 people that come into your memory, I already see few of you have started picking up your phones. Great, Ma, Jacqueline, and all the others. That's wonderful. Please take a few minutes. Call right now. See, this initiation is too powerful. Anyone that comes to you now, you will be able to directly talk into their listening. You'll have a breakthrough. You will see even most complicated relationships in your life will suddenly have a shift and a breakthrough. Call any 4 people that come into your inner space right now. Share with them. Just say, hey, you know what? I just attended the satsang. I just received the darshan and I want to share this gift with you. Go ahead and start sharing. Enrich them. You first, as soon as you call, introduce that you're attending such and such a program. And tell that you want to help them manifest their reality. You can ask them, and like, for example, you can scan and say, I see that you want to manifest maybe buying a house, or maybe you want to manifest some loan settlement, or you want to manifest in some aspect of your life, you want something to move forward. Whatever reality that they want to manifest. Scan through your third eye, and you're going to tell, once you scan, you're going to tell them and verify it with them. Once they verify, go ahead and start sharing with them the solution. You can just type out that in Ask Nityananda, the Nityananda AI, and post whatever you have, what solutions Swamiji gives, share it with your friend. You can invite them to join the Ask Nityananda as well. Please take a few minutes. I request every one of you to sincerely do this.
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Please relax. I request each of you to share. How many of you have started manifesting? How many of you are actually seeing? See, the power of enriching. The moment you start talking, the moment you actually start manifesting, you will see so much of energy will flow through you. You will have so much of bliss and joy in the way you relate, in the way you manifest this power. So, how many of you had that breakthrough? Great. Actually, it is so beautiful. I saw my Jacqueline, and I saw so many of you sincerely sitting and making calls. That is good. That is the best thing to do. Now, we're all going to be learning about what is the core principle of enriching. How does enriching happen? The space of Tyaga. How does that enriching happen? We're going to be learning about what is Tyaga. And we're going to be understanding about Tyaga now.
Today, in Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, Sannyasa Yoga, 21st verse. Bahya sparshesu asaktatma vendatyatmani yat sukham sabrahma yoga yuktatma sukhamakshayam. One who is not attached to the outer world, one who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. One who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. Bhagavan is giving a powerful method to liberate yourself from the patterns on depending external things. Sukham akshayam ashnute, inexhaustible comfort. One who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. Anything external. Beautiful word Bhagavan is using. Bahya sparshesh asaktatma See, when anything external comes in contact with you, or you coming in contact with anything external, if it does not shake you, you are established in the experience of the self. You achieve inexhaustible comfort. I tell you, anything you can give up to achieve this experience. Because just the glimpse of the experience will solve the doubts. I tell you one thing. I am not giving you any high philosophy or teaching or preaching. I am just trying to expand your logic to a larger perspective. I am just giving you the big picture. I tell you, the darshan or the presence of the self is worthy of going through and giving up any number of bodies to establish yourself in this experience. See, Bhagavan says, remain without resistance, establish in the self. Even any external things comes in contact with yourself. You all can do this. When you try, you have some practical problems. I am trying, but if I go in the same line, I may lose my body. I may give up my whole life. I may lose this joy. I may lose that joy. I tell you, everything you think is worthy of losing. For this experience of the Supreme Self,
Once I asked Kuppammal in my house, it's a Shaivite family, very traditional Orthodox Shaivite family. They have that Kedara Kauri Vratam done during the Deepavali time. It's like my whole family will gather and they will make so many that Deepavali sweets and other items. But you know, funny thing, none of the women will eat. Some of my grandmothers, they will even tie the cloth around their nose that they should not smell the sweets and savories they are making. I used to wonder, and then they will do vratam. My mother will do. I have seen this Ketara Gauri vratam from morning till night. Not only she will not drink water, whole day. It's almost like other than the air, nothing can go inside her. Other than breathing, nothing can be done. Very strict dry fasting. And of course, not only my mother, all other women in the household, grandmother, everyone will do the father's brother's wife and father's sister. Like a whole family will do this vratam. It is done to Kedarnatha, Paramashiva, who resides in Kailasa, who comes down to marry Parashak Parvati, and the Kedarnatha. Even now there is a beautiful temple in Kedar. That main deity is called Kedarnath. Kedar is a highest Himalayan shrine where we go by walk and have his darshan, where Shankara, Adi Shankara, is supposed to have left the body, and even Jnana Sambandar sang about Kedarnath. I personally feel Jnana Sambandar even visited Kedarnath physically and then sang about Kedarnath. And anyhow, that vrata they will do, they will cook so much, fast. They will not only they will not eat, they will not even smell, offer it to Paramashiva, and they will read that story, Kedara Gaura Vratam, Kedara Gauri Vratam story they will read, and then they will worship Kedarnath and Devi, Gauri Parashakti. And then all that they offered, they cooked, they will distribute it to all the friends, family, everyone. Of course, none of my family people know the reason. They know that it's a tradition we follow. I went to Kuppammal, my guru, Vibhudanandapuri. I asked her, can you tell me the reason? She smiled and said, that is the symbol of Tyaga. You cook, but you don't even allow that smell to create desire in your body. You do nirahara, not even nirahara. It's just complete liquid, not even liquid allowed, dry fasting, full dry fasting. And then you cannot even engage a thought, oh, let the puja be over after offering to deity, I will eat. No. After it is offered, it has to be distributed to friends and family. You cannot eat. It has to be given to other extended family. The family which cooks, they cannot eat. It has to be given to the extended family and friends. One nice thing in Tirunelveli that even the Muslims, Christians, all of them are very thick friends, and Muslims also will accept temple prasadam. That's so nice. Anyhow, let me come back to the story. I asked Vibhudanandapuri, tell me, what's the reason? She said, that is to train the system for Tyaga. You cook, you make everything. Not only you are doing dry fasting, you don't even allow the smell of that to enter into your system and create desire. And you can't even plan mentally, I will eat this after the puja, after the worship is done, after it is offered to deity, I will eat. No. I tell you, this Tyaga awakens your Kundalini. Even if you need to go through abuses, negativity, attacks, persecution, digest everything, go on giving best things to the world. Be Tyaga Raja. Go on sacrificing. Yes, society will rate you, society will hate you, society will judge you, society will beat you. After all this, how you swallow everything, and then what you contribute to the world is real you. That is what is the real you. Society will give what it has, but after digesting everything, you give what you need to contribute to the world. That is Tyagaraj. See these Tarugavana rishis. They have sent all demons on Paramashiva, all weapons on Paramashiva. He stopped all of it. He made all of them as his abharanas and his ayudas. After digesting everything, he gave Paramashivam Jnana to those rishis. Understand? That is Tyaga Raja. After all that abuse, attack, everything, he gave Paramashivam Jnana to Tarugavana rishis. He just swallowed all the attacks and gave Paramashivam Jnana to Tarugavana rishis and to the whole world. Understand? Tyaga is the biggest power you can manifest, which will burn away all the powerlessness, and all the powerlessness you made it sacred by justifying to yourself and justifying to others. First thing, listen. Do not justify your powerlessness, failures, arrogance, inability, or any other negativity you have. Do not justify. That's the first statement. Next, do not justify to yourself and do not justify to others. That's the next statement. Third, Tyaga makes all your powerlessness irrelevant. Even if you have made some of your powerlessness sacred by justifying it to yourself and justifying it to others, Tyaga makes your powerlessness irrelevant. Paramashiva is Tyaga Raja. Tyaga Raja. Let me define the Tyaga. Whatever is thrown at you, you don't care about any of it and swallow everything, digest everything, burn everything away, and you go on giving the best, highest positive possibilities and powers to the world. All the powerlessness, negativity, abusal, attack, everything thrown at you, you just swallow them, burn them away, destroy them. But you go on giving absolute positive possibilities and powers to the whole world. That is called Tyaga. Paramashiva is Tyaga Raja. I want all my sannyasis and Kailasavasis to become Tyaga Rajas and Tyaga Ranis. Of course, if Paramashiva is Tyaga Raja, Parashakti is Tyaga Rani. Understand? The power of Tyagaraja Swami. I tell you, learn Tyaga in every step. That's the highest power manifestation you can do. The patterns which becomes juicy and inspires you to justify their existence. For example, morning you don't get up in Brahma Muhurta and do yoga. After some time, you start justifying that pattern. Oh, I think that morning sleep I can't give up. That's too important part of my life. See, from the young age, I grew up like that because my stepmother used to torture me in the daytime. Only that morning I can escape from her. So, morning sleep is important for me. That's it. The moment you justified and gave reason over, that powerlessness becomes empowered powerlessness. Empowered powerlessness is the powerlessness square. And when you justify this to others, it becomes arrogance. Empowered powerlessness cube. Arrogance. When that stupidity is added to it, then it becomes destruction. How the self-doubt becomes self-hatred, self-denial, and self-destruction. End. SDHDD, not just SDHD, SDHD square. SDHDD. Self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial becomes self-destruction. The existential truth is your bunch of pattern. If you remember that, raising yourself to vibrate with the universal truth will be too easy. Deciding to raise yourself to vibrate with the universal truth is tapas. And if you understand and remember continuously your bunch of pattern, tapas will be too easy. Because you know, you don't need to change, your patterns only need to be changed. But if you start cognizing you are your pattern, then you feel the pain. Oh, I have to change. I am being asked to change. I am not accepted as I am. Fool. Even you should not accept you as you are. You are a mess. If you think you are patterns. But actually you are not a mess. If you understand the patterns are separate from you. You are just bunch of patterns. Those patterns can be easily changed. Unclutching from patterns and understanding patterns are yours but not you. Patterns are yours but not you. Liberates you. Liberates you. Patterns are yours but not you. Whenever you take the responsibility with the cognition of Tyaga, intense power manifests in you. Because
Tyaga, by its very nature, manifests Paramashiva in you. Tyaga is preparation of your being for Paramashiva's being to manifest in you. Tyaga prepares your being for Paramashiva's being to manifest in you. Understand? Preparing your being to manifest your being. Listen, preparing your being to manifest your ultimate being, Paramashiva. Tyaga is the absolute perfect strategy. Actually, if you start practicing Tyaga, you will understand it is absolute perfect strategy. This whole Pachapattini Vratam we are doing, along with Parashakti, Mahamayi, is preparing our beings for Paramashiva to land and manifest. I am absolutely enjoying this Pachapattini Vratam. Absolutely enjoying the Pachapattini Vratam. Listen. Healing your consciousness from this delusion of society. Whatever human society has taught you, those delusions, healing your consciousness from the delusions is liberation. The fundamental principles you learnt about you are absolute delusion. See, the idea you carry about your pleasure, you are good, you are bad, all you learn from society based on delusory ideas. Everything is delusion. Understand? The conscious principle of you is more prominent than earth, air, water, fire, space components and elements in you. But the whole idea society teaches you is your body.
From that fundamental delusion, everything taught to you is layers and layers of delusion. Healing your consciousness from these delusions is liberation. And I tell you, this whole Pachapatni Vratam, I am doing it along with Parashakti, with the grace of Parashakti, not only to heal the world from coronavirus, to heal all of us from the delusions of society. Sacrificing pleasure is very easy. Sacrificing your pain is the real tyaga. Understand? Sacrificing everything which gives you pleasure is very easy. Sacrificing your guilt, your pain, your feeling you are not competent, your feeling of failure. Understand? When there was an attack on you, naturally, you will have some points where you missed. In war, no one can be perfectly perfect. Arey, Krishna missed many things in the war. Krishna missed Abhimanyu. End of the day, you can justify anything you want, but every loss, whether Abhimanyu or the Panchabandava's sons, all of them were lost because Krishna missed it. He could not protect. Naturally, he is also functioning within certain frame. The power of Arjuna's energy is undeniable, no doubt. But at the same time, he cannot completely make Karna's tapas, Aswathama's tapas, all their weapons, everything into zero. He has to give some balidana. He has to lose some people. He only chose who should be protected completely, who can be no other way left. So understand, even in your life war, you will never be perfect. You can never be perfect. Sacrificing the pains that is created inside you by your feeling that you should have been more intelligent, you missed it. Even that is tyaga. Understand? Listen carefully. Yes. Listen carefully and intensely. Listen. All wars should be avoided for the larger good of the humanity. But if war is forced on you, you should be very clear, you will never be a perfect strategist. Maybe winning strategist. You might have won the war. That does not mean you are a perfect strategist. There will always be one or two places where you will repent later on that you should have done a better decision. Whole life, if you look at the reality, understand, you can always sacrifice the achievements, pleasantness, bliss, joy related to your past. You can always forget that you completed PhD. But you can never forget you got delayed for one of your examination because you spent time with your girlfriend. or you slept and you did not appear for that examination, that pain you will be carrying even now. Sacrificing the past related pains, understanding even factually, many of your pains are unjustified and incorrect. Understanding even factually, your pains are not supported, justified by the reality, real happening is completion. I am repeating. Even factually, as per the real happening, what has happened, if you look what has happened from all dimension, even your pains are not justified. Your pains are not really right. Even your pains do not have justification to exist in you. If you see the past happenings multidimensionally, is completion with the past. I tell you, how much ever you say, no, I know I have some pains which are absolutely justified. No. You may be Guni, you may be Kaikeyi, you may be Surpanaga, you may be Danganaka Duck, Danganaka Dick, I don't care. You are wrong. Listen carefully. Listen again. I am repeating. Looking at your past with the multidimensional logic and understanding, and waking up to the truth, your pains, your sufferings are not justified even logically, even factually, even as per the reality of happening, is completion. Doing tyaga of the false idea, many wrong things have been done to you. Lot of injustice is done to you, is the real tyaga. Understand, only if you have done the sacrifice of your pain and justifications for your pain, you will understand even in the past you existed as Paramashiva, and you will gain confidence. Even in the future you can manifest your Paramashivatva. This is the fundamental truth. And there will be gap between what I am saying, what you think as your reality. I know there will be few people saying, no, Swamiji, you don't know my life, Swamiji. You don't know my life. I have pain, I had pain, and it is justified. I can sit with each one of you individually and make you understand every incident, every time you felt you have been wronged, injustice is done to you, you have been given pain,
You have been a victim. Every situation, I can take it out and show you multidimensionally and make you understand you have not been wronged. Even the facts, you got it wrong. That is why you feel you have been wronged. Understand? End of the day, whether you believe or not, I am Paramashiva. From that space, I am talking to you. And I am here to expose your false identity to you and make you real Paramashiva. Understand? When I claim I am Paramashiva, I am not claiming exclusivity. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. I am not claiming anything exclusive. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. That is why I am saying, I have changed the word. I am also Paramashiva. I am not going to claim anymore, I am Paramashiva. I am going to claim only, I am also Paramashiva. Understand? If I am successful in making you sacrifice the one pattern, you have been wronged. There was many injustice done to you. You have been victim. You have been cheated. Life has tortured you. Life could have been little more better. Life could have been more sympathetic. Paramashiva could have been more compassionate to you. All these patterns, if I make you sacrifice, if I make you do tyaga of all these patterns, my job is done. My job is done. You will start manifesting, Swamiji, I am Paramashiva, Swamiji. You are right, Swamiji. I should not have tortured you so much to make you go through so much to make me understand this simple, straightforward fact. I should have got it the day one you told me. Understand, it is simple, straight reality. Every time when Tyaga is cognized and manifested, you raise you to the next level of existence. Understand? I'll tell you some of the stories, training I had with my own gurus. Usually, the biggest question I face from disciples, devotees, Swamiji, I don't feel like doing tyaga, what should I do? Understand? Mind will never ever support you taking the decision of tyaga. Because it's like how will the mind give up its right over you? You see, mind exists with a tremendous confusion and by keeping you powerless. It derives its life by keeping you powerless. How will mind help you to do tyaga? Tyaga is like a fire. Mind is like a fungus, thrives in the dark, dirty water. It thrives in the dark, dirty water, stagnant in one corner. How will the mind allow the existence of tyaga in you? No. It will try its best to stop you. Understand one thing.
If you ate radish, you will belch radish smell. If you ate all confusion, powerlessness, this kind of thoughts, naturally you will belch powerlessness, fear, insecurity. No, I may try to do tyaga now, but after 1 year I may collapse. Fool! Are you fool? More and more tyaga you will only raise to next level in your conscious existence. I'll tell you what is tyaga. It's like you got into an accident, vehicle crashed, you are almost gone other than one single breath to somehow push your body out and get out of the vehicle. That moment how you will push yourself and get out of the vehicle, that is what is declaration of tyaga. Collecting your whole energy and pushing you, come on. I am declaring tyaga of this old mind and identity. The whole thing. Understand? I tell you, that is the way tyaga functions. That is the way tyaga works out. Tyaga will never happen by your mind getting convinced and supporting you. It's not like a vacation you are planning where everything will be in your favor and you say, oh, ha, jujil. No. Tyaga is breakthrough in your consciousness. I tell you, all the best moments in my life was decisions made in utter tyaga. Never go back to what you vomited. Never go back to secured, cozy, supporting ambience. Renounce higher and higher. The moment you go higher, renounce that also. When you go next level, renounce that also, but never come down. I have seen how the tyaga works. When I left the house to build one ashram, before even I completed that one ashram, see, I left the house to build one ashram in Tiruchengodu. Before even I completed that one ashram, I left Tiruchengodu to build a huge sangha to Bangalore. Before even I completed the building of the big sangha organization, I renounced that too to build this Kailasa nation. But nothing has left me. I have not renounced anything. End of the day, see that still the first ashram is getting constructed, getting completed. Second one is evolving in a full-fledged way. The third one is already happened. In tyaga, you change the whole space inside. I tell you. I am giving you small examples. In tyaga, you don't lose anything. You only lose one thing, the powerless mental setup. 20 years, extreme sincerity. I worked and made this, the Indian Sangha happen. It was extreme sincerity and hard work. If you see all the oneness capsules, the old videos, photographs, you will see how from scratch, every ashram, every Sarvanyapitam, I built, and every person I chiseled and built, trained. One person at a time, one property at a time, one building at a time, one deity at a time. That is the way I worked and made this whole Indian Sangha. The Nityananda Sangha in India, Kailasa in India. But I realize the situation demands me doing tyaga. Even for a second, I was not attached. The moment consciously I understood, cognized, I think now, if I have to fulfill the ultimate goal Paramashiva has given me, I need to renounce, do tyaga of this Kailasa in India. Only then I will fulfill the purpose of Paramashiva, the Paramashiva's guidance, the goal he has given me, the Kailasa, Sri Kailasa. That's all. I decided, yes, Mahadeva. The elite way of doing tyaga is, yes, Mahadeva. As per your will. And I tell you, that strength, see, my ability to do tyaga gives confidence on me about me. The biggest strength of your life is what you feel as your strength for you. I myself feel, I am a tyagi. I can give up anything. People who live around me, if they need to make only one statement about my life, that will be tyaga. I can renounce anything. I can do tyaga of anything. That's my strength. I sincerely recommend every one of you develop that confidence about you, in you. Understand? You having the confidence, I can do tyaga of anything. It's like having private oxygen cylinder, emergency kit inside you for your survival. The strength I am carrying within me is that I can renounce anything. I am telling you, it doesn't mean you need to throw away everything. It doesn't mean you need to renounce everything. You need to know When needed, I can renounce. That confidence, if you build in you, that is what I call tapas. Please understand few things. Just like country functions with certain laws, cosmos functions with certain laws. Not knowing the law of the country cannot be an excuse for you not following the laws. Whether you know it or not, the laws of the country binds you. You are expected to know the laws and abide by the laws. Same way, not knowing the laws of the cosmos cannot be the excuse to escape from those laws. Every human being happened in the planet Earth is expected to know the laws of the cosmos and align the life in tune with the law of the cosmos. Please understand. If you know the law of the country and align yourself with that law and express your creativity, not only you will create wealth, the country's infrastructure will support you to live blissfully. If you are not aligning yourself with the law, naturally unexpected calamities. Same way, with the cosmic law, know the law, align yourself, the whole cosmos will support you. You are the ambition of cosmos. Your fulfillment is a joint venture between you and cosmos. Please understand. Your fulfillment is not just your responsibility. The whole universe, you may call it God, Shiva, Krishna, Rama, now Venkateshwara, whatever name you may use, but the whole cosmos is waiting to fulfill itself through you. So your ambition is the ambition of the cosmos. The biggest problem is when you do not know the laws of the cosmos, when you are not interested in aligning with the cosmos, the universe tries to align you. That is what you call as punishment. It is not. It is the signals sent to you by the universe to align yourself, to get back to the center, to get back to the source, to get back to the functioning. Please understand. The law of the cosmos is what we call karma. Law of the cosmos is what we call law of karma. The word karma should be understood from all its multi-dimension, as a noun, as a verb,
as a mystical system, as a functioning method. In every dimension, in every aspect, when the idea karma is understood, automatically, naturally, you experience life much more alive, much more positive, much more experiential, much more centered. Karma is not just the simple theory which you learn from in the household. Oh, if you do good, good will happen. If you do bad, bad will happen. It is only an introduction to the karma theory.
Om. 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 Listen to this. Listen very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I am going on counting like this, 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore, 100 crore, trillion, zillion. At one point, your mind stops cognizing and withdraws. Because your mind withdraws, don't think that space of zillions does not exist. Listen. 1 universe, 2 universe, 3 universe, million universe, billion universe, trillion universe, zillion universe. When I go to the numbers like a zillions, because your mind cannot cognize and withdraws, you think that does not exist. That is what is fundamental logic of the atheists. How many of you click with the idea? Actually, what your mind can't cognize, you always think that does not exist. And from that cognition only you operate. How many of you understand this? Knowing things you don't cognize also exists, and operating from that knowledge is spirituality. Whenever your mind can't cognize and you withdraw, immediately coming to the conclusion that which your mind did not cognize or can't cognize does not exist, is atheism, stupidity, corporate shit. Your mind, all the bad words I use, is on that. I know many more strong words I don't want to use, but all of you understand. If you just, wow, this one click is enough. Numbers I cannot imagine or visualize, cognize. Because I cannot cognize and withdraw does not mean it does not exist. It exists. If you start applying this one principle and start operating, even things your mind cannot cognize exist. If you just go with this logic, your logic will become cosmologic. Listen to this one truth. your mind can cognize billion universe, trillion universe, even the word zillion universe. And what about that next word beyond zillion? Oh, it's okay. Let me have coffee. Where your mind stops and withdraws, you think beyond that, those things does not exist, and you start operating with only what you can cognize. That is what I call shit, logic. But knowing the things which your mind does not cognize also exist, and operating from that understanding, even the things which I do not cognize exist, gives you tremendous power, strength, energy, excitement. And it's like you are blown away with power. I tell you guys, just before starting this session, there was a big ferocious session going on in Kailash about some work need to be done. I was telling them, I wanted to tell the same truth to all of you. To my Kailasavasis, to my Adinavasis, I was telling, hey, listen, when Paramashiva manifests in this body as a power, energy, that energy brings money. So, when he manifests energy, he manifests tremendous compassion. That compassion also should be shown to people with this money in the form of service. Only then we are true to Paramashiva. How many of you are understanding what I am saying? I was trying to do some social service. Some of my Kailasavasis, Adinavasis in Bididi and Thiruvannamalai, they were not cooperating. They were trying to throw tantrums and not doing the work which I wanted. Of course, almost all Kailasa does not do the work, the level in which I wanted and the speed with which I wanted. To them I was telling, hey, listen, when Paramashiva manifests in me, he manifests powers. That powers only brings money to Kailasa. And he manifests compassion also along with powers. Always with the Shakti, tremendous Karuna comes. That Karuna should be made into service activity. Only then we are true to Paramashiva. It's too simple truth I was revealing to them. But this truth as a foundation of functioning on things which you can't cognize logically also exist. That knowledge is cosmology. You function logically, I function cosmologically. You think what your logic can't grasp does not exist, and with that is the attitude you function. That is why science feels very cozy, comfortable, resonating with you. Cosmic science feels like a distance. Knowing even things which your mind cannot cognize exists. From that understanding that things which is beyond your mind exists and functioning is cosmological. And third, from cosmological. When you start functioning, something extraordinary manifests in you, which is possible for every one of you. Listen. I'll tell you, living around me is nothing but I will actually put a drill bit on your head. Huge drill bit. And drill this whole truth inside you. And you have to live this truth. You will neither have a mental breakdown nor have a physical breakdown. You will just have a conscious opening. But people don't want that. They want to live in that cozy comfort zone shell. Listen. Because you cannot go beyond zillion, don't think zillions universe does not exist. Because you cannot cognize zillions, don't think zillions does not exist. Same way, logically, if you stretch me, see, listen carefully. Million. If it is logically stretched, billion. If it is logically stretched, trillion. If it is logically stretched, zillion. And beyond that, because you are not able to logically stretch, don't think that beyond that does not exist. Knowing the parts which you cannot logically stretch also exist, and functioning from that knowledge is cosmological. Forgetting the things beyond logic also exist, and functioning is locological. Local. Tara ticket. Pooh. Just understand the difference between local, logical, and cosmological. Let me create new word. Locological. 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 Cosmological. When you know things beyond your ability to stretch your logic also exists, and function from that understanding, you become cosmological. I'll repeat once more. Listen. Million is, if it is logically expanded, billion. Then billion, logically expanded. For example, you see, million. If you add 1,000 million, then it becomes billion. Logically expanded. Billion. And billion, when logically expanded, trillion. Trillion, when logically expanded, zillion. At one point, your brain gets tired of logically expanding, stops expanding and withdraws. When you withdraw, after that, you think the point you stopped going further. That zone which you did not logically think or cognize does not exist. You start working from the foundation of whatever is beyond your logic does not exist. That is why so much a blind spot about your life decision. If you understand the parts your logic did not cognize exist and operate, that is cosmological. Listen. Even in my relationships with people, it will be absolutely cosmological. That is why with ordinary logic you can never understand why Swamiji relates with different people in different way. You can never understand. Because I operate with cosmology, means I know multiple lives of them. I know their multiple lives. You will never understand the cosmic right wrong if you are stuck in the social right wrong. Social right wrong is defined by the people who want to exploit you. Cosmic right wrong is defined by the beings who want to raise you to enlightenment. All your struggles, in the nirantaratva for complete completion is useless, irrelevant. That is why many times when I give the Guru walk to people, it will not look logical. Because it is cosmological. It's from the logic of the cosmos. It may not fit with your logic. Multiple evidences we have, multiple times. I'll reject somebody's $1 million donation because he was not integrated for $10. I'll say, he was not integrated in the $10 issue. I don't want any donation from him. Tell him to get lost. I'll not accept $1 million property, multi-million dollar properties donations, because that fellow was not integrated for few cents. Because if he is not integrated in the few cents, he is dumping his property as a dropping responsibility, not as a donation. So if he is dumping by dropping his responsibility, he is going to repent for donating later on. I don't want that. Many of my decisions you will never catch in your logic. Many of my Guru walk you will never catch in your logic. You will think, oh, it is such an unbusiness, unprofessional like decision. And the other day somebody was criticizing, Swamiji, what is this you are telling? Even if you are not able to be in Kailasa, it's okay, you give birth to a baby and bring up that baby, and after the age of 7, send that baby to Gurukul. People think that I am calling people to Kailasa to be productive. No, I am calling people to Kailasa for getting enlightened and manifesting enlightenment. Many of the devotees, they are messaging, Swamiji, you should call people who are already grown up, productive, inspire them to become Kailasa-vasis. Instead, you are telling, you give birth to a baby, at the age of 7, you send that baby, and even if that baby comes, then after that 20 years, we have to groom that baby, grow that baby, train that baby, and by that time, it will be 25. We don't even know whether that baby will be, want to be, when that person, when he grows up, he wants to be part of the Sangha, Kailasa, or he will leave. I said, listen, my focus is on enlightening more people. It is easy, very easy for a kid to grow up in this ecosystem and get enlightened. How many kids manifest powers and enlightenment is my productivity. That is the cosmological productivity. You can never understand the cosmological productivity by your logic. For you, the productivity means the money and number of people or the impact, influence we generate. No. For me, the productivity is how many kids, how many people manifest powers and enlightenment is conscious truths. So my logic is cosmologic. A normal person will never understand. I don't have any utility. Nobody can add anything to me. If you are interested in enlightenment, power manifestation, I'll go to any extent to make you feel as part of me. That's all. I'll do anything to make you feel as part of me. That's all. So, the way my logic functions is cosmologic. I plan from the cosmic, the nityatva, not with the nirantaratva. Even if it takes 25 years, when you give birth to a child and that child gets enlightened, that's the most productive for you. Understand, I am repeating. One of your DNA extension, anyone who gives one child to Kailasa, when that child starts manifesting powers and raises the consciousness, you will reach Kailasa when you leave the body. You will straight reach because the DNA gets empowered. That is why all Shastras in all Sampradaya says, if one person gets enlightened, 7 generations of the past immediately given the space of Kailasa. Suddenly, some 7 generation elders will be picked up from the Pitruloka and said, you have been given a golden visa and residency card to Kailasa, please go. They will ask, why? No, one of your great grandson is initiated by Swamiji, and the baby is manifesting power and he has become enlightened. So because of that, the whole DNA, 7 generation, given golden visa and residency, green card to Kailasa, please go. Your ticket available here in next 3 minutes. These are existential reality, understand? I am not telling you story. Do you know the amount of struggle it takes to bring up, train the kids, evolve them, and make them manifest powers? And make them manifest enlightenment? But I tell you, that is the real productivity. The whole productivity of the Arunachala ecosystem is manifesting one Nityananda. Not the number of people come and the crores of wealth comes in the hundi in the temple, or the millions of people go around the hill. All that is not counted as productivity. In Arunachala's list, when Arunachala Paramashiva sits and goes through his balance sheet, he will not be calculating, 100 crore came in the temple hundi. This year is productive. 10 million people are going around the hill doing Giri Pradakshanam. This year is productive. No, he is not going to look at that and feel that this year is productive. Wow. Nityananda has become enlightened. Now he will manifest this ecosystem in multiple places and reproduce it. This year is productive. That is the way he considers, he calculates, he checks his balance sheet. That is the way I check my balance sheet. This many people have started manifesting powers. This many people have started manifesting enlightenment. This many people are manifesting Paramadvaita initiation. Yes, this year is productive. That is the way I see my balance sheet. The whole ecosystem of Arunachala, which Paramashiva created thousands of years ago, the productivity of that ecosystem is Nityananda manifesting Paramadvaita. Now he will carry on. He will make multiple beings manifest Paramadvaita, and this will spread all over the world and revive the Kailasa. How can we operate from cosmological space? It is a simple practice. In everything you do, first remember you had many births. You will have many births as long as you want. These simple understandings, it means you don't need to so much worry about finishing it quickly, grasping. You don't need to squeeze the world for pleasure. I have seen so many men stupidly suffer. They have become already 60 and they have not had enough of so-called pleasures in their life. You don't need to worry. You can actually take another one body and come back and go on with what you want. This fundamental clarity in the cosmological way, when it enters into you, the decisions you take, lifestyle you live will become cosmological. That's all. Hey, listen. Wanting to know more is excitement to live more. Excitement to live more is energy to produce more bodies. Understand? Even when you leave the body you are having now, you should have energy to produce more bodies so you can come back and enjoy as you want. Liberation is not achieved by frustration. Liberation is achieved by knowing you can have any number of bodies, but even if you have any number of bodies, end of the day it is just waste of life. Come on, let's relax in Paramashiva. Really, really, really more life, more consciousness, having more in life. So, the grand final punch, listen. If you understand my logical extension, see, logical extension of me, I'll tell you, if Swamiji can open so many people's third eye, then naturally he has a third eye. Not only he is able to open anybody's. And if he can give so many powers to so many people, so many experiences, then what he is? Something which your brain does not want to cognize, but is there. It is there. My unmanifest, your brain may not want to cognize, but it is there. With that clarity, if you work, if you live, you are living enlightened life protected by me, surrounded by me. You are living completely in my own being. Because you can't grasp that which is beyond logic, my unmanifest, my avyakta. If you say, oh, it is not there, then, are you living with Guru, cosmological life, or local logical life? Think. That's all. Think this. So with this, think this whole thing. And now please type what you understood about what I said about the Guru, about me. Knowing my manifest exists even though you are not able to logically catch it, understand it, and living is cosmological life, denying my unmanifest because your logic cannot catch it, forgetting I have a huge unmanifest being. Because your logic cannot catch it, is local logical life. Developing logical reasoning is very good to keep your life excited. I tell you, if you use your reasoning ability, your reasoning ability as a corrupt, bad, cheap negotiation strategy with life and others, you will constantly feel suffocated, deprived, cheated. Listen, if you use your ability to reason out, your ability to logically come to a conclusion with tremendous violence, anger, just to fight with others, cheap, corrupt strategy to negotiate with life and others, you will feel suffocated, deprived, cheated, frustrated forever. Listen.
Very beautifully, Swamiji has revealed to all of us about what the science of having a karmic breakthrough means. The logic with which the cosmos functions, the cosmological and the locological. Every truth, every principle that Swamiji is revealed here is too precious, very, very important. And tomorrow, we are all going to be understanding about how you can awaken the God particle in you. Tomorrow is going to be a very important day, and we're going to be learning about awakening the God particle. And also, we're going to be having an initiation where Swamiji is going to be transmitting the experience through the process of anti-sound. And we're going to be having the Shukra Darshan. A lot of beautiful things tomorrow. So please be there. Tomorrow the program starts at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with yoga. And we recommend that all of you join through the day, full day, for you to have the best experience of the program. So please join from morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Start with yoga, and you can learn various different revelations through the day tomorrow. And we're going to be mainly working on the deeper layers, awakening the God particle, understanding about how you can experience the Manon Mauna within you, and a lot more. So please join us tomorrow. This brings us all to the conclusion of the day today. And let us conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashivoham Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you all, Nityanandam.